Hello everybody, Josh12 back here again with another video, and I'm here with another vlog, if you will, and I'm here to discuss shit that may not matter to you, but you might get a kick out of it, so let's get into this shit. Now, if you've noticed, I haven't really been making that many videos this week, or at all since last Friday, if I'm not mistaken, ever since I did that fucking Rogue One reaction video, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that I personally have been fucked over by a shitty hard drive and system and lacking of internet access to top it all off, and also this weird physical injury that's been pissing me off all day and week, and not to mention the various emotional pains of being a me, as Paul would say. But regardless of any of that, everything's been fixed. Shit is going and running on a smoothly. So it's time to get back into the swing of things, time to get back into action. And in my first order of action is to shit all over some asshole. Now, I don't really know what to call this video. This video is kind of just like me bitch slapping motherfuckers with truth, I guess is kind of the purpose of where I'm going for in this video. And this video spawns from a comment I got. Now, usually I don't really make video responses to comments I get. I don't really like to make exposing or rants, well, more or less not rants, but like just responding to YouTubers or YouTube content on my channel. I don't really like to do that. I feel like it's a waste of my time. And when you look at the large catalog of videos I've made, which is over 1,000 at this point, you can see that I don't really waste my time on specific topic videos discussing other people on YouTube. If I don't like you, I don't waste my time talking about you. If I do like you, then I fucking support your shit, and that's how I feel with YouTubers, and hopefully vice versa. But for the most part, I really stay away from really overexerting myself with wasting of time of other fuckers. So that's why I don't really make these kind of videos all the time. However, I got this one, well, not really one, but two comments from this specific fuck that I just had to talk shit about. Now, keep in mind, in this video, there is a main purpose and a goal, which is obviously to expose a motherfucker, but however, the main point of this video is to have fun. This is an open video discussion between two people, and I don't want in any way, shape, or form anybody who watches this video to think that I'm purposely trying to attack someone in a negative light, which, of course, 99% of the shit that I may or may not say could be false. I don't know. I like to talk shit from time to time when I'm, you know, fucking provoked. But regardless of any of that, the purpose of this is just to have fun with it. If I'm not really taking you too seriously, whoever I'm about to discuss, and I'm not trying to destroy your, I don't know, internet life, if you even have one, or whatever. I don't know. Whatever you got, I'm not trying to destroy. I'm just trying to say, you're stupid and here's why. That's the point of this. However, the other purpose of this video is to not diminish, provoke, or shit upon these two fan bases and properties, which is Dragon Ball Z and Superman. I, in this video, am in no shape, way, or form trying to attack or diminish the importance of those two universes and respected franchises, or even their fan bases. But if you do feel provoked or angered by anything I may or may not say, then by all means, fucking comment below, reply. I really don't care. It is what it is. The point of this video is for me to shit talk this one guy, and if anybody else gets pissy in the meantime, then whatever, it is what it is. We'll get to that when it comes to it. But overall, this video is spawned from my Goku versus Superman rant. Yes, my infamous rant on Goku versus Superman. Now, back, I don't even know when this video came out or when I did it. However, Screw Attack made a rematch to one of their greatest battles they ever did, the Goku versus Superman battle, which a lot of people hated and a lot of people liked. For me personally, and I know this is a real major misconception with people who check out my rant and think I'm automatically a Superman hater, is that I actually liked that first Screw Attack fucking death battle. I thought it was good. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Screw Attack's content or their death battles, but occasionally they pop out a pretty decent one, and I actually liked the Goku vs. Superman one, the first one. I will admit that There are some areas that I'm not completely fond of, and I will admit that obviously Goku losing bugs me. I'm not gonna lie. What am I gonna fucking sit here and pretend shit? Fuck no. I'm all real on this channel and with my videos. So of course it bugged me, but for the most part, I liked the video for what it was. I liked the match. I think they put respect where respect deserved with both, you know, properties and fan bases and characters, and I think they did a pretty decent job. Even though certain statistics regarding Goku was kind of inaccurate for the most part, at the end of the day, it was a good fucking fight, and I liked it. The second one, however, sucked a big bag of dicks. I'm not shying away from that. I fucking hate that second fight. It's a dog shit fucking show. It's a shit show. A lot of people like to praise it, say, screw Attacker Gods for coming up with the definitive answer for that kind of a battle. And I say, that's fucking shit. That's bullshit. That fucking fight sucked. It was half-assed. There was no fucking legitimacy to anything. And continuity means nothing when you just have the brand of Superman. Of course, when you have Goku and all of his fucking capabilities, he will not match up to the brand of Superman because that's what they're using. Continuity means nothing. Costumes mean nothing. Universes and stories mean nothing when you're going up against the brand of Superman. And I hated that fucking video. That video served a purpose, which was clickbait. And I succumbed to that clickbait. And I made a rant, and I thought it was funny. For what it was worth, I made that rant. A lot of people hated it. A lot of people liked it. But for the most part, I made it just because I was pissed off about it, and it's just a rant at the end of the day. Like, who really cares? I mean, like, if you're taking a rant too seriously, then you got issues. I don't got issues. You got fucking issues. You need to look at the mirror and fucking go to church. For the most part, I hate that fucking video. I think it's dog shit, my opinion. You can, you know, agree to disagree or, you know, rant about it in the comment section, which a lot of people do. And I got two specific comments from a YouTuber at the time called Silverhawk Commander. Now, Silverhawk Commander had a thumbnail of Dr. Manhattan, and then he changed his title and thumbnail to what it is now, and possibly he'll end up changing it at some point in the future because he's one of those YouTubers, to Red Pool Blue Flame. And he has like a Human Torchy kind of looking thumbnail for some reason. Now, Red Pool Blue Flame at the time was called Silverhawk Commander. Silverhawk Commander, aka Red Pool Blue Flame, gave me 2 comments on my infamous rant, which he's entitled to. If he has an opinion that differs with my opinion, then you can write what you want. I didn't disable the comment section, so sure, write what you want. But he wrote something that was so absurdly stupid that I just wanted to reply to it, which I rarely do for the most part. At least nowadays, I rarely do. But for the most part, I wanted to reply to it because I knew it was so stupid and I want to give him shit in a sarcastic fashion that I can only do. But then in his second comment, here's the thing that he did. And the main reason I'm making this video and why I'm shitting on you. Red Pool, whatever the fuck your name is, this is why I'm shitting on you and why you deserve to get shitted on. You wrote, in your second comment, this is what you wrote and why I'm doing this. By the way, don't bother replying to my comment because I do not read it. Open or reply to any comments. Not ever. Seriously, don't waste your time because I will not see it or read it. Have a nice day. And then he puts like a fucking smiley face, like to think that we had a nice discussion about anything, which we didn't because you didn't let me reply. How do you have a nice day when you don't let the person you're shitting on reply to your shit comment? It's absurd, and I hate that about people. There's a thing I hate. There's various things I hate about all groups of people, but there's one thing I fucking hate about human beings in this world. When you're having an argument or some form of discussion and debate with someone, I hate the idea that someone, when they are unwitty or incapable of having a real discussion with a human, fucking decide to say something stupid at the end to make sure that they got the last word so that they think that they won. You did not win shit. Just because you have last word or last say in a discussion or debate does not mean you won said argument. That just shows that you're a fucking child who just needs to win because you got nothing else. That's why I'm making this video, because you did this without letting me respond to you. You know, and I personally have no problem with you up until now. And this is why I'm doing this. And it's out of fun and games, but it is what it is. So overall, you wrote that, meaning that essentially you're right, I'm wrong. This is your bullshit reasoning as to why you're right, I'm wrong. And I can't say anything about it because, he doesn't reply to comment. He doesn't even read them. You see this? He's fucking crazy. He doesn't read fucking comments. He doesn't reply to comments. He's a pistol. He's just shooting out fucking shit all over the YouTube's comment sections because he's fucking red pool, blue flame. Holy shit. No! You're gonna get shitted on, and here's why. I'm replying to you specifically. Anybody want to get into it? Sure, I don't care. Comment below, or comment in my original infamous rant, or even the reply that I made to that rant. The +1, I like to call it. Anyways, I'm gonna go through your comment, show why it's stupid. Regardless, let's get into your actual comment. Okay, starting off the comment, you started off with a couple of things here. First off, all you should probably be less concerned with two fictional characters fighting each other and more concerned with staying in school, learning proper grammar and sentence structure. End of first sentence. That is so ironic coming from your shitty excuse of a statement that you just started off with. First off, I don't even care about these two fictional characters fighting. I never did. I never was impressed by Goku and Superman's battle. And plus, you wrote this like a week ago, 2 weeks ago or some said shit. Don't you realize nobody even gives a shit about Goku versus Superman anymore? Don't you realize that? People give a shit more about Goku versus Saitama or Superman versus Saitama than they give a shit about those two characters fighting anymore. So, fuck you and that statement. But regardless, okay, concerned with staying in school, sure, we all should stay in school. We all should fucking be less concerned in shit that's fictional, even though it makes some of us money, and a lot of money. But regardless, let's not focus on fictional shit and focus on school and learning grammar and structure, because that's the real shit, when there's a lot of other crazy shit that's going on in personal lives that you don't know any kind of details in, which I will not disclose here. I will not do that. However, that is some serious baby boy shit to say to make yourself feel adult that I just personally feel disgusted by. You should have brain cancer for saying something like that. Once again, these are jokes, folks. This is comedic. We're not serious here. I don't actually mean get cancer, but you know what I mean technically. Anyways. Number 2. Superman is always going to be Superman no matter what version of it is. No. First off, sure, maybe Superman is the same kind of guy, personality, trait-wise, sure, but for the most part, continuity means something. You replied to my Goku vs. Superman rematch fight. In that fight, they used New 52 Superman. They used other specific continuities to support their theory as to why Superman would win in his fight against Goku. You're wrong, because continuity means something. There's a difference. The DC universe is a grand universe. It has Vertigo. It has your canon universe. It has your Elseworlds. It has various continuities from specific decades of a character's lifespan in that universe. So yes, continuity means something. Sure, Superman may have traits or aspects that are similar from various other Supermen in his continuity or universe and mythology, but that doesn't mean he's the same fucking guy. Most of his powers will always be part of whatever canon you were talking about. No, once again, back to what I stated, he fucking has continuities. Continuity changes. Which means that one Superman can't do the same. How do you explain blue and red Superman from your standard Superman? There is a specific change in continuity from his personality to his history to his origin and his powers and abilities. That differentiates a Golden Age Superman, a Silver Age Superman, a Modern Age Superman, the New 52, the current Rebirth. So there's, okay, that. You're just lucky. Whatever. You're just lucky the big blue Boy Scout did not take a dip in the sun and become Supreme Superman or Ultimate Superman. then you really would have been in trouble. Once again, you're proving my own point in my fucking rant. And that wasn't even a good rant. It was just me shitting on Screw Attack for fucking, I don't even know how long. And I don't even remember what I said in that video because I really give two shits about what I say most of the time. But if I recall, which I even stated in this video itself, that the reason I made that video was to prove a point, which was they use outside forces to prove their theory and plot. They were using the brand of Superman. You're doing the same thing in your argument towards me. You're using the brand of Superman. You're not using New 52 Superman. You're not using Convergence Superman, Rebirth. So you're using the brand of Superman. It doesn't matter. Continuity and writers, who gives a shit? It doesn't fucking matter because Superman's always Superman. He's always Big Blue, and he's fucking truth, justice, and the American way. No, he isn't. Not all the time. Not every specific continuity is the same continuity. There's a difference in what he can and will not do. And that's why I made that rant. To prove the point that they were wrong in their suspicion that he would win against Goku. And you proved my point. You are a dummy who proved my point by trying to prove your own point with this, which is pointless and stupid. I know I'm kind of getting crazy here, but once again, I'm trying to have fun with this, folks. I'm trying to have fun with this. I'm not really that serious. Come on, let's get real here. Moving off of that, you Dragon Balls, and here's this Dragon Balls. At least put a Z at the. Why you put an S? There's supposed to be a Z at the end. You fuck. You put Dragon Balls. At least drop the S. And if you're going to include something that's post-ball, put Z at the end, you fucking douche. You Dragon Balls fan. That's just disgraceful. Who the fuck? You're giving me shit for proper grammar and sentence structure? I should go to school for proper grammar. I went to fucking college for writing, you asshole, and you're giving me shit? You're giving me shit? And I'm not even that good. Not to say that I'm great. Oh, I went to college for that shit. Fuck no, I suck. But you suck more because you fucking suck at writing the proper phrasing of Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z. You are a cunt. Okay, but whatever. You Dragon Balls fans cannot take that there's a character out there that can beat Goku. And you're going to bitch and cry and whine and moan. There's a lot of ands there. You should have used... You know what? I'm not going to help you on that. Moan about everything, no matter what. First off, like I stated before, I don't give a shit who won that fight. I never did. The point of my rant, which is the one you're commenting on, I didn't make that rant because I was angry with the fact that Goku lost. Wow, Goku lost too. I mean, I like Goku more than Superman regardless, so that doesn't really mean, it doesn't like diminish my love for the character that he lost the fight. My point was less how they defeated Goku and more on how they used Goku and how they came to the outcome. The outcome doesn't bother me. The process to get to the outcome is what really bothered me. I really don't care. And plus, I can tell that you don't know anything because in Dragon Ball itself, there are various characters that have defeated Goku in fights. And here's something that really annoys me. But let's continue with this real quick. What's funny about this is, had Goku, and you wrote it even wrong, you put Go and then a coup, won the fight, be pleased. Once again, staying in school and learning proper grammar and sentence structure is so fucking ironic coming from you. Whatever. It is what it is. You wrote terribly. You're not a good writer, and you're not really good at giving shit. But here's the thing. I'm going to help you. I don't like to help stupids, but I'm going to help you. Here's how I help you. By proving how stupid you are. I'm helping you so you can learn from your mistakes. But moving on and continuing with the comment, but because he lost, you're saying that Death Battle is full of shit. Not true. Just take a loss like a man and just accept that Superman always wins. You should be, and then of course I'll get into the second I'll get into the second comment in a second. But here's my retort to your final, I guess, debate against me. First off, just take a loss like a man. I did take it like a man. I made that rant and then I left it alone. I never really talked about it ever again. Hell, I don't even talk about Screw Attack ever again. The last legitimate time I ever talked about Screw Attack was, what, like a year ago or some shit? It was definitely, I want to say like what, when they made that Gaara versus Toph fight? Or Majin Buu versus Kirby fight? It was one of those. So, yeah, I took the loss, and then I didn't really talk about it ever again, and I never really discussed Screw Attack anymore, because, once again, when I don't like something, I give my 2 cents on it, and then I move on. I don't really discuss it anymore. And, accept that Superman always wins? No, because they were wrong to their outcome. He lost, so I'm automatically saying that Death Battle is full of shit. I'm not saying they're full of shit because he lost. I'm giving them shit. And I'm calling them full of shit because of how they came to the outcome. And as much as it pains me to say this, comic books and superheroes of today have become the modern sports genre. Today's geek culture is modern day sports. It's sad but true. You know, comic book movies and their competition is like football teams of today. Who's better? What team you got? How much money do they make? Who's more strong? Who's more powerful? What abilities do they have? It's a sports game now. So, I always find it weird that, okay, if you're going to have a so-called sports game and my team loses, that I'm supposed to not, give shit about that? Do you say that to when you fucking go out and see a fucking Raiders game or some fucking football game and you say, oh, they lost, so fuck all this shit? Fuck that other team. No, you do that. You do that whether it's fucking baseball, football, basketball. You're always talking shit about the other team because your team lost. So it's just the current lingo. That's just the way it is. It's sad but true. And once again, I never really cared that he lost. And here's the thing that really annoys me about your statement against me, about how I'm bitching and crying and moaning about how Goku lost and Screw Attack's full of shit or whatever. It's not that I'm bitching because of those reasons. The point is not that I'm bitching, crying, whining, and moaning about Goku losing. Here is the common sin that you commit as a YouTuber, as a writer. You committed a sin against me in the comment section. This is the sin you commit. You prejudged me and you made this ridiculous dullard of a comment against me, basing everything you know about me on that one video. For all I know, you probably watched like the first minute, got kind of pissy, and then wrote these 2 comments and gave a dislike. Sure. It's a common sin that YouTubers or supposed YouTubers do on YouTube and in the internet in general. Especially on YouTube. It's a common sin. And here's how I know it's a common sin. Because when a stupid like you or anybody else, and there's a lot of people out there who fucking succumb to this sin. And you can go to the comment section of this video or any other video that I've made that's similar to this, because you're not that far away from a stupid. But here's the common sin that you commit, is that you prejudged me without knowing who I truly am and how I feel about those 2 characters. I'm a hardcore Dragon Ball Z fan. I've loved Dragon Ball Z for years. Ever since it came into America, I've always loved it. It's my shit. I grew up on that shit. I will always stand by it. I love Goku with a passion. That's me. But I also love comic books. I love American superhero genres. I love Superman. I think the character's amazing. I grew up on cartoons of the character, movies of the characters, comic books. I've been collecting his comic book run since the late 90s. I've loved the character Superman. And I love the character of Goku and the brand of Dragon Ball Z and DC. You've committed a sin because you prejudged me on that one rant video that I made without knowing who I truly am. because of you and any other stupid who thinks like you, who's like, oh, he's just a Dragon Ball Z tard, he's a faggot, he's a retard, he loves Dragon Ball Z, so he automatically, he hates Superman, fuck him. Look, just because I don't have a Max Landis fangasm over Superman every 5 seconds, doesn't mean I hate the character of Superman. Go to my fucking channel, and I have thousands of videos. And you know what? Majority of them are comic book related. Majority of them are DC talk videos. They're specifically centered around DC and the universe of DC. Hell, probably even more than Dragon Ball, surprisingly enough. Even though I love Dragon Ball more than DC, I actually talk about DC on my channel more than I do on Dragon Ball. And that goes along with a lot of things. I love various different things. I love Dragon Ball Z. I love DC. I love Marvel. I love Star Wars. I love movies in general. I like science fiction. I love comic books. I love TV shows. I love various different things. You know, music, cartoons. I love various different fucking things. But my two biggies is Dragon Ball Z and DC. I love these two things. I love them. At any point in time, surrounding me is Superman and fucking Dragon Ball Z merchandise. Next to my fucking base is consistently Goku and fucking Superman toys that I play with and look at for inspiration. So don't come to me like an asshole, like a dolt that you are, spewing at the mouth, calling me a Dragon Ball fan, a retard, a faggot, a DBZ tard, or whatever the fuck you and other stupids like you do, without knowing and realizing that I'm not that. Do your research. If there's anything I'd like, Red Pool, Blue Flame, or whatever the fuck name you give yourself, if there's anything I'd like you to learn from this video, which is a complete waste of time, but if you learn anything good, is to research your shit. Research the person you're talking shit about. Because if you did the proper research on me, you would realize that I love Dragon Ball Z and DC equally. Well, maybe not equally, but for the most part, I love them. They're like neck and neck. Like, let's be realistic here. I love DBZ obviously has the edge over my love of anything. But DC's like neck and neck. They're right there. And Goku and Superman are my big loves. I love them. They're fucking amazing characters, and I always like them. And I always will. But you committed this sin. And you know what? I don't commit this sin. You want to know how I can call you out on your hypocrisy and your stupidity? Is because I did not commit the sin that you commit. You committed a sin because the shit that you called me out for is yourself. Because here's the thing, I did not commit the same sin you did. I did my research on you. I know you. I know your shit. I know your shtick. I fucking know you. I'm not going to give out any various personal information. However, here's the public information that's on you. Go to your YouTube channel. You know what you'll fucking find on his fucking YouTube channel? Nothing. He makes no videos. Ironically enough, the big shit talkers on YouTube are people who don't make videos. Big surprise there. But you know what? You know what you'll fucking find? Various liked videos from people who talk nothing DC. And you know what the title or message you give about me or about you in your fucking channel? Superman, super fan of Superman. Real clever. Then there's links to various other social networking websites. There's Twitter, Google+, Facebook. Standard shit. Okay. Go to your Twitter. Go to his fucking Twitter. You know what you'll fucking find? Nothing everything DC. It's nothing but DC shit. It's nothing original. It's just fucking a banner of fucking, you know, Kingdom Come artwork and a title that's very telling, which is, what, Red Son of Krypton or some said shit like that, and some picture of you, I'm pretty sure, some asshole. And you know what? Various everything is just sharing and liking and talking about like, hey, fucking awesome shit there. It's just DC content from various other YouTuber content on YouTube, you know, talking about nothing but DC. DC movies, DC Universe, Warner Brothers, actors for DC roles. What an actor did in said DC role. It's nothing DC. And then your Facebook, which is a real calamity because I fucking hate Facebook. Ironically enough, my computer fucked up after trying to get to your Facebook, so either it's a private thing or you don't want people to check it out, I didn't really waste my time. My computer kind of fucked up and was like, why waste time on this asshole? Who cares? So I didn't really check out the Facebook, but I'm pretty sure if I went there, it would be nothing but straight up DC shit. You are a hypocrite, and you committed a sin, which was that you did no research on me, and you based that one rant on me. If you did the proper research, then you would realize that I love both DC and Dragon Ball Z. Yes, I love Goku more. I can't hide that. I always find it funny when fucking people with stupids like you always think it's a slam against me. It's like, he's a Dragon Ball Z fan. Who fucking cares about his opinion? He likes Goku. Fuck him. Let's fucking Superman. It's Goku. It's like, you really think that's a slam against me? Of course I love Goku more. I love fucking Dragon Ball Z way more than Superman or DC, but I love them both. And that's the great thing about me. But whatever. It is what it is. You committed the sin. I slapped you with some knowledge. Hopefully you'll learn from it. If not, then I'm going to have to do it again. But we'll face that front when we get to it. Regardless of any of that, moving off of that, let's get into the second half of your comment. I'm already getting sick of this video. But it was my fault because I decided to do it, so who cares? But anyways, you should be grateful that the creators created, once again, proper grammar and sentence structure, the redundancy in you. Okay, creators created Superman because had they not, you would not have any Dragon Balls. And once again, you put the S in Dragon Balls characters. Dude, drop the S. You sound like an asshole. That's where all this stuff gets their inspiration from. So have some respect to Superman. And then, of course, by the way, don't reply, yada, yada, yada. Well, I did reply, motherfucker, and there's the fucking video. But whatever. Okay. Okay, I should be grateful that the creators created Superman because, hey, if it wasn't for Superman, Dragon Ball characters wouldn't exist, especially Goku, which spawned this debate. Well, no, you're wrong. Let's get into this, because this is a common misconception that gets tossed around, mostly from Superman fanboys like yourself, to make Superman seem more important than he realistically may or may not be. And this is, once again, not my purpose is to shit on Superman, but mostly to shit on you as a fan. So, whatever. I guess I'm kind of like shooting two birds with one stone, but that's not my point. Anyways, Superman being created, sure, created the modern day archetype of a superhero, sure, but superheroes predate Superman, so that theory's already flawed. Plus, the origin of said Superman pre-exists his creation, so once again, very fucking wrong there. But, to top it all off, Dragon Ball characters, would they exist if not for Superman and his mythology? Of course they would. You want to know why? Because Dragon Ball characters are not based on Superman or his mythology. They were created and based on Journey to the West, which was the main inspiration for Akira Toriyama, the creator of Goku and Dragon Ball, and his creation and legacy of Dragon Ball. It's based on fucking Journey to the West, which is a classic, ancient, I don't know if I would use the word ancient, but classic old Chinese tale of journey and adventure and magic, which is what Dragon Ball is based on. Dragon Ball itself is based on Journey to the West, not Superman or its mythology or the DC universe. It's based on Eastern culture, which anime has always been about, with the exception of maybe modern-day anime to take in various inspirations from Western culture, but for the most part, it's based on Eastern culture and always will be. Second off, Goku. Now, this is also the big misconception, of course, the big thing that gets debated is, Goku's just a ripoff of Superman, fuck him. Not technically, and not 100% accurate, because specifically, when it comes to Goku, there are very small similarities from Goku to Superman. Number one, their alien heritage / origin. Now, once again, as I stated, the origin of how Superman exists and the way he does and how he comes to be predates his existence. Its historical remnants comes from mythology and religion, from Earth's history, predating his creation in comic books and modern-day superhero storytelling. So, of course, not completely true. But if you wanted to play devil's advocate, okay, are they completely true? Kinda, sorta, not really. And here's why. Superman was sent to Earth He's an alien. He was sent to Earth out of safety to escape the destruction of his planet. And he grows up to be a savior and protector and hero, yet was sent there for those kind of a reason. Those reasons. He was sent to save. He was sent as a Jesus archetype to save us. Goku, on the other hand, was not sent to Earth for that kind of a reason. Goku was born of an alien race of barbaric killers that he was sent to Earth specifically to destroy. He was sent to Earth to destroy the planet, to annihilate the human race, versus Superman's savior archetype Goku is meant to destroy. So there's that. Second off, superhero archetype, once again, predates Superman. Granted, Superman did create the modern day superhero, yet superhero predates Superman. So, of course, you know, protector of a society, a planet, a group of people predates Superman, so you can't really give him too much credit for that. Second off, farming, once again, not too much, you know, gravitas there, not too much ground to cover there, because once again, farming, as the new continuity goes for Goku's history, is that he's a farmer, which is his main occupation, not Superman. Superman, granted, was raised on a farm, is not a farmer, seeing as how his main occupation is basically being a superhero, and of course B, an investigative reporter / journalist. So there's also that. So I've pretty much given you my argument, or at least my half-assed argument, because I'm kind of getting sick of recording this video, of how you're wrong, and how I'm maybe wrong too, but mostly right when I'm against you, and how you're stupid and how it's all just wrong. But overall, grateful. That's the real arrogant. That's the arrogance in you. This is the childlike arrogance in your statement against me. Once again, I just told you why the inspirational parallels between the universes of Dragon Ball and Superman are wrong, especially with various other characters that I didn't even get to, but with Goku specifically, you are wrong about. However, the thing that really makes me hate you is because of that grateful that you drop in there. Like, really? I'm the one. Don't fucking, like, dude, don't fucking play that game with me. I should be grateful. I should be fucking grateful, because if it wasn't for Superman, Dragon Ball characters wouldn't exist. Which, again, as I previously just stated, you were wrong about. Of course they would still exist. Once again, the only parallels Goku and Superman really have is that they're both aliens. They both came from a destroyed planet for various different reasons, as I just stated. And of course, they're heroes and protectors, which is a claim you can do with anything. Here's the thing that bothers me about you. You throw out things like grateful, originality, inspiration, respect. Why should I give you respect for something that you have not properly researched? Why should I give respect to that? To you? For your claims? Also, there's something that you've yet to realize, which is something that's original isn't completely 100% original. Everything is inspired from something, whether it's movies, music, comic books, storytelling, anything, art is inspired from something previously created. You can't just create something out of thin air. Everything that's somewhat original on this planet is inspired from something previously created. Look in your fucking history book, you'll find it. History consistently repeats itself, and a lot of that has to do with the art that human creates, which is inspired from previously existing events. So of course you're wrong, and you're dumb. But the thing that really pissed me off is, of course, that grateful. Why should I be grateful? You know what? Why aren't you more grateful? In a world where people have given up on Superman as a character and as a brand, when he doesn't even stand for what he does anymore, why should I be grateful when you're the one who should be grateful for the fact that the mass audience, fan bases, and critics of DC and Superman have given up on that shit for the more obscure and oddities of the Marvel Universe? Why don't you be more fucking grateful? Because if it wasn't for you and fans like me believe it or not. If it wasn't for fucking idiots like us, people wouldn't even give a shit about Superman anymore. He would fucking drift into obscurity like he probably should have years ago. No offense. I'm starting to get a little angry here. Sorry. But overall, I'm hoping that someone understands where I'm getting at. It's just really aggravating when you throw shit like that. Grateful. I should be fucking grateful. I'm the one who should be fucking grateful when I have perfectly great stories to fall back on. Look, I understand you're angry. You're a Superman fanboy. And you were probably majorly pissed off with my rant. A lot of people are. But there's something that you and a lot of other idiots who are pissed off at that rant need to understand, which is it's not a discussion. It's not a debate. It's not me trying to spew out some kind of intelligence. It's a rant. It's the same kind of problem I have when stupids say, oh, what is this? Fucking a guy talking? It's like, it's something called a review. You need to understand the title and the description of said video that you're watching. So you fully understand what you're getting yourself into. Look, I don't personally have anything against you. I do feel that you are dumb, but I did slap you with some truth so you can hopefully, like, I don't know, rotate and, I guess, course correct yourself into a position where you can, I don't know, love yourself a little bit more, understand me a little bit better, to research your shit. Research your shit. That's all I ask of you. Research your shit and then move on with yourself, because I don't really want to talk to you anymore after this. But if you do find it necessary to reply, definitely go ahead. Do it. Sure. I'm alright. And in the meanwhile, I'll be doing some various interesting things like, I don't know, let's see. Over here, reading Dragon Ball manga. And ironically enough, watching Batman the Animated Series. Because you know what? Believe it or not, unlike you and other idiots like you who like to call me a faggot or a retard or a DBZ fanboy or whatever the fuck, I like both fucking properties, you idiot. So, I don't know, take that to the bank and I'll move on with my life, which I hope you do as well. Overall, I hope everyone enjoyed themselves. Once again, this is just an open video discussion. I'm not really trying purposely to attack someone. I just felt like this guy, this person, wrote this idiotic just comment that pissed me off to a point that I wanted to reply to it, but yet didn't give me the opportunity to, that I felt there was no other choice that I had to just make this video. And plus, this is all done out of fun and games, folks. So of course, at the end of the day, I hope no one really takes this too seriously, because it is a waste of, it is, I mean, look at this. This is fucking, it's a waste of time. Who really gives a shit? Like this guy fucking stated in his idiotic comment, where is it? Probably be, you know, you should be probably less concerned about fictional characters and learning, to stay in school. And learn proper grammar and sentence structure that obviously Red Pool Blue Flame obviously knows a lot about. Because why focus on fictional characters that make you money instead of focusing on grammar and sentence structure that he obviously, or she, whatever that person is, isn't capable of actually doing. What are you going to do? Overall, I guess comment below if you feel fit, like or dislike, whatever. It is what it is. This is, I'm sorry if I came off as an overall douche or asshole in this video. It's just a video that I really wanted to get off my chest just for fun and shits and giggles. So hopefully someone enjoys and understands where I'm coming from. Once again, I'm not trying to shit on Dragon Ball Z, not trying to shit on Superman or the respected universes or fan bases. I am a fan of both Dragon Ball Z and Superman. It's a major misconception that a lot of people have, and a really good way to actually clarify this is to do your research, go to my channel, and you'll realize that I am truly a fan of both properties. So that's all I really can say. But with that being said and done, shameless plug time. Go to my channel and check it out. I'll be putting out videos as they normally should be scheduled to come out to be published publicly on my channel starting on Monday or Sunday, probably Sunday or Monday. And of course, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Josh12. Subscribe to my channel if you've not done so already. And hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Josh12.